Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas day number 7. I am your girl Sassy and I am feeling just a little bit better, not as sleepy or fighting sleep like I had been for the last couple of days. Well, I wasn't fighting sleep. I wanted to go to sleep, but you know how insomnia do. It is so disrespectful. Still like this little zit right here. Just want to come and just say hi to y'all too, okay? But we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. Today, I'll be working on the start cutting of some of my fabric for the whitewater quilts. This is the one by Karla Klop. Now, I do have it from the magazine, but she does still offer it in PDF form and printed paper form for the pattern. So the links will be listed below. So go ahead and get your pattern and get your fabric and let's sew it up. Okay, guys, let's sew it up. Karla discusses a way of making half square triangles that I am not versed in, nor do I want to be versed in it. It seems to be a cool technique, but just let me make half square triangles in the traditional way and I'll be so grateful. Well, I'm not even doing it the traditional way because I will be using triangles on a roll, and this one is triangles on a roll, and it's by Innova. I have a link for the ones that I'm using in the description below as well. So yeah, so let's go ahead and I'm going to angle the camera downward so you get to see me at least cutting the papers today, and we'll touch on cutting some of the fabric as well. I am using the triangles on a roll by Innova. This is the 2-inch finish half square triangles. On each sheet you get, this is a sheet, it consists of 4 squares. However, in those 4 squares you get a total of 8 triangles. So I need a total of 36 for this one colorway. So that means I have to cut 4 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this half right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and get it ready. And I'm just making sure that I'm lined up straight on the ruler, because the last thing you need is to have it go off of the line. You need to be kind of precise with this, just a little bit, because you do want to make sure that it's on the line. Okay, this is one for one colorway. This will give me my 36 for it. I need another one that's 36. So I already had this one in half. So I need a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me go ahead and cut again. Let me make sure that I have the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and again cut it off. Okay, that's for my second set of 36. Now I need to cut a total of 54 for the third and final colorway. So I need to make 7 cuts. I just won't use 2 of the triangles from that. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is 7. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut. Okay. Now I have all my triangle papers that I need for the small half square triangles. Okay, I am working on the pattern. I'm making my small half square triangles. It is calling according to this triangle on a roll. The instructions say to cut my fabrics at 6.5 square by the desired length. Well, I'm doing by the width of fabric for right now, so I'm doing a 6.5 cut, and then I will turn it to make 6.5 inch squares. So I am using my Stripology square ruler. I can't tell you that I'm not 100% sure if I'm a huge fan of this or not, because over time my little slits get a little bit of wobbliness in it. So to prevent from miscutting, in this case I need to do a 6.5 inch cut. There is a band of plastic in between the 6 and the 6.5, and I just have to make sure I'm holding it down so it won't move when I go through it with the blade. So I'm just starting. Make sure that you have your fabric lined up. It's hard to see on this black, but it's lined up on square on 0, and then it is also lined up at the bottom here. 0 there. Well, actually, let's get another clean cut because it's showing that it's out of balance. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on to this plastic right here, and I'm just recutting to do my 0 one. Okay, that was that one. Now let's go to the 6.5. Again, I'm holding a little plastic right in front of the 6.5, holding it down, moving my hand up so I can make sure that I catch all of the fabric. And again, I'm doing it once more just to make sure that my fabric did cut. Okay, now if everything went well, I should be able to move the excess fabric, and it did cut. So that was that fabric. I lost my number for it, but that's okay. I think it's somewhere over here. Here it is. So with this pretty color, my 0 line didn't cut very well. It just grabbed in a couple of places. There you go. Now I could keep it like this, or I can open up the fabric, but I want to see what it looks like right here. I'm telling you guys, it's really hard on this dark matte working with this light purple. I mean this dark purple. Okay, I want to make sure that I have some overhang so I can definitely line up. So I can take this clear cut right here, and I'm seeing 6.5 right here, 6.5 and 6.5, 12, that's 13. This only goes up to 12.5. So I'm gonna have to open up that one piece of fabric. So, okay, go ahead and cut here. I probably shouldn't have went backwards on it, but I did. Yes, I did. Okay, I only have to hold my hand in one spot because the fabric has, you know, gone a different direction. Let me go cut it again just to be safe. Okay. That's the zeroing. Now I have 4 of this fabric half square triangles. Now what I'm gonna do is, because I know I'm gonna need more than that, I'm gonna open up the excess here. 1, to and get my extra 2 pieces out of it. Again, I want to put this on the zeroing line just to zero it up, to line it up good, to make sure I have a good clean cut. And then I have 6.5 right here. And do it again. Okay, close my blade. I have this left over, but you know how we do, we keep our scraps. Okay, so I have all of my fabric, not all of my 36, but I do have a nice stash right there just to show you how I use this paper. Okay, I have the second fabric that I need to marry with this fabric right here, doing the exact same process. I'm gonna line it up. Now this one is much easier to see. Oh, they didn't want to stand up, I see. Okay. Again, just slicing off at the 0 to get me a nice clean straight line. And I did line the fold up on the 0 down here, looking for a 6.5, holding my hand on the plastic before the 6.5, so my 6.5 don't go get off. Again, doing it again. Doing it again because that was, I felt a little jerk right there. Okay, now it should pull, and it did successfully. Number 5. There in line. Whew, my allergies, guys, forgive me for all the sniffles. Okay, now I am going to, again, line up on the 0 down on the straight edge down here, and then bring it to where I can cut off the edge that's not straight here. I'm just holding it down. Just gonna go a couple of times just to make sure. And then again, finding my 6.5. I'm gonna take it through one more time. Okay, so I should have my beginning where I zeroed it off. Here I have this, my 4 right here. I'm gonna open this up. Again, 0, line up at the 0 mark on this side and at the bottom down here, trim at the 0, and then again at the 6.5. Okay, here's a 0 piece. Here is my other 2 pieces. Just making sure that they opened up, and then that's that. Okay, so what you have to do now is marry the 2 fabrics. I have the dark one and the light one. It doesn't matter which one's on top or which one's on bottom. Take your triangle paper. Make sure you have fabric on all 4 sides. Take a pin and go ahead and pin the paper to the fabrics. Just make sure that the pins are not in the way of where you'll be sewing. You know, pins are not my forte because I don't like get stuck with pins, but in this process, you have to use pins. Okay, I have my paper pinned to both fabrics. I have a pin on each corner and then one in the middle. So now let's go to the sewing machine and we will sew according to the directions of the arrows on the outside, and then come back in and do the one on the inside. Okay, I'm back. I have all the lines sewn. I can now remove my pins. And we can start cutting from the outside in. First, I will cut on these solid lines right here and right here. Okay, doing it again, cutting on that line. Cutting on the edge, just making sure it's straight. Okay, making sure I have all my edges straight. Now I can cut down both middles here and then going across. Oh, how did that happen? Missed a piece. It happens. Just lining everything back up right there. There. Now I can cut these pieces one apart. Two. Now I did drop my stitch length down to 1.5 for this. You can go anywhere between 1.5 and 1.7. I believe you'll be safe. Just cut on those lines, and then one more cut on the line right here. Now, it's important that, because she has the instructions like right in here, so make sure that you have lined your ruler up on this edge to make sure that it stays straight. And with the existing line, you just go ahead and cut. Okay, now we're going to cut on the diagonal to see our half square triangles. Again, I'm lining up that one edge on with the 45-degree angle, and I am cutting that paper. Well, the units. I have one half square triangle here. Perfect. I have two. Four. 6. Okay, and here is 8 right here, as soon as I cut it. Okay, I have my 8 half square triangles. I can take it, open it up. You can press to the dark side if that's what you're going to do. Just finger pressing at this moment so not to distort anything. And then what I'll do is take this and gently pull it apart. Then I'll take this one off. I have 1 out of the 36 that I need to make that looks like this. And just like that, I have a half square triangle unit with this color combination. I need a total of 36. In fact, I need 198 half square triangles in total, with the combination both small ones like this and the little bit larger ones. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do. So until the next video, guys, be blessed and happy Vlogmas.